All right, guys. We have a trailer reaction. This one came out a while ago, actually. I didn't even see this. I think a couple of people were telling me to react to this. The daily life of a single 29-year-old adventurer. It's one of those Unk isekais. It's not really on that Unk status, but 29, we're kind of pushing to the 30s. Let's see what this is about. Okay. It looks pretty decent just based on the art style and the background art. I hope that this is not gonna be one of those, you know, PNG isekai animes. Slime? Bro just finds a lolly stuck into a slime in the dungeon. I'm gonna assume the guy is 29, obviously not the girl. The background music is nice. No shit. Lily. Okay. Oh my goodness, who is this character? But so far, this Lily character, very cute and funny. She's I'm not sure. She's very aggressive and aggro, but she's just kind of just always getting into trouble, huh? Yeah, movement. A lot of movement. Her personality is really shining. She's a very mischievous, aggro brat, huh? And she just kind of runs headfirst into everything. Yeah, a lot of movement going on, which I'm really excited about, right? Honestly, we shouldn't be excited at this. I think this should be the standard of our expectations, but due to the garbage, you know, isekais that we've been consuming on a daily basis, stuff like this honestly looks peak. A little chuny too. Bro, you can't be smoking a cigarette in the house with a kid eating her omurice. Come on, man. Alright. Okay. Voice acting extremely cute. It's coming out in summer 2025, or it says 2025 May 8th. I don't know what date that's supposed to be, but so far it kind of looks like a very cute and wholesome show about a 29-year-old man that, and this isn't an isekai too, right? This is like a dungeon just fantasy show where he meets this little girl Lily and they just kind of have a slow life, slice of life, adventure, fun stuff like that. I think a lot of this, you know, slow life, casual, comfy, cozy dungeon shows are also very appealing. Now, let's check out the production of this. Just basing on the trailer, it gives me a lot of promise. The background art looks good, right? The art style, the expressions look good. The anime, studio, Hornets, okay. And the director, this guy. All right, let's look at what Studio Hornets has done. I got no clue. Is this Overlord? Is this Overlord? I don't think this is Overlord, right? I don't think this is Overlord, right? No, that's not Overlord. But did you guys watch that anime? Underlord? 75% for 7th loop. I don't know about this, but I've heard good things about it. 7th time loop, right? This one, 70%, that's pretty decent, right? They haven't done that many projects, but that also kind of shows that they're focusing on one at a time. Okay. Let's look at the director over here. The director has worked on, I don't recognize any of these. Duel Masters Lost. Don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Oh, hey! This, Reign of 7 Spellblades. This had a lot of potential. I really enjoyed this until basically the huge plot twist that happened in this episode, you know, in this anime was really fucking sick with the vengeance plot. But then after they gave us like the most compelling plot line, it just turned into gender studies and biology. And I was like, I just don't give a fuck, man. But they worked on that. Anything else? I don't know, but there's a lot of these like shows that reminds me of these, you know, isekai fantasy, dungeon fantasy, you know, basically Kirito the Black Swordsman type, this chuny shit, right? That gives me kind of hope that this guy kind of knows what he's doing because he's obviously animated a lot of stuff like that. One Punch Man 2 for episode 4. A lot of people shit on, you know, One Punch Man 2 because of the impossible, you know, stuff that was unable to be delivered. Whoa! Right over here. Oh, it's 22 episodes. I got excited at episode 12 because I thought that this is a first core, only 12 episodes season. That means that the finale, he directed it, and this is, supposed to be an anime that a lot of people talk great things about, but they worked on that. Yeah, Food Wars, anything else? I don't know. I feel like the resume here is not the best, but also not bad either. A lot of reputable titles and different animes that I've seen, and also a lot of familiar cover arts that kind of like has this whole theme of isekai fantasy stuff going on. And based on the trailer, again, the character expressions, the character acting, I think Lily's gonna hard carry this. A little cute little brat that's aggro and like a 29-year-old man who just wants to have like a slow life burn. Okay. It better not be one of those stories where she grows up and marries the guy. Yo, there's a lot of those, huh? I mean, like the whole mail order isekai. Remember that little girl that we, saved? And she's basically competing with the other, like, older MILFs too. Good to see more middle-aged man MCs now making the spotlight and not always teens. Honestly, they're trying to, cater towards an older, aging audience. So yeah. So basically, he's venturing in a fantasy world. Uzaki-chan is like a little girl. It could be good. Oh, Uzaki-chan reference. I've observed that the MC in anime most are adults. Gone are the teenagers MCs. I wouldn't say most MC anime, but there are a uptick in anime such as Kaiju 8, mail order isekai that we just talked about, right? Even this anime and plenty of others where basically you're like a 30-year-old man, you're like a 40-year-old man, and they're trying to relate to this aging group of, anime enjoyers who were born maybe back in the 80s, the 90s, right, and so on. You can't just keep making like, high school battle shonen. The people aren't 16-year-old teenagers anymore, right? Those animes are still coming out, but they're definitely making a lot more animes tailored to the older aging audience. It seems that the anime industry has realized that the teenage boys back then had not grown up, so they make stories that those generations can relate by having an adult MC. I wouldn't say it's not growing up. It's more like people are growing up and they're trying to have the main character not be a high school kid, but more like an older man, right? Me, 30-year-old single person, ha. Unk Tensei as well, yeah. Honestly, happening right now, right? The country bumpkin sword and stuff. But yeah, I think that there's nothing wrong with it, right? What, like, I think that it's good. I just wonder how far it's gonna go, because right now we have late 20s, we got 30s, and even approaching 40s main character. At what point are we gonna have 50s, 60s? Are we gonna have grandparents involved? I don't think so. I think the cap is gonna be around like this mark. Like 40 is pushing it. I think that the average anime and then we're gonna do a paradigm shift where this part of the audience that's been watching anime will basically just kind of die off in a non-morbid way. And now a paradigm shift will happen. The pendulum will go back, and then they're going to cater towards a younger audience. Honestly, the younger audience right now will become that older audience, right? The people growing up watching like MHA, JJK, what else is there, right? Demon Slayer, rather than the One Piece, Naruto, Bleach audience, right? Those audiences gonna get older and older, and they're gonna be the unks. And then you got brand new kids coming in. You got Gen Alpha right now coming in, right? And Gen Alpha will kind of take over the torch that the Zoomers are kind of carrying on right now as the millennials are aging out into, this kind of audience. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Anime Overview. I want to credit them because they're always giving us English translated, trailers. That's always nice, that I'm always looking forward to. Thank you, Anime Overview, for this. Check out their channel for more trailers like this, and I'll see you next time.